Hello, and welcome, guys. Welcome to Speakeasy Podcast. Little did you know, well, probably not little did you know, but now you do know, this is our first show. This is our first podcast. Yes. So, with that being said, for the first time ever, I would like to read you our mission statement and what we want to do in this podcast and through this podcast. Not that we have loads of information, but we just have loads of fun, man.
That's right.
So with that being said, let me go ahead and just read it off one time. It goes like this. Welcome to Speakeasy Podcasting, the podcast that is a beacon of humble opinions for viewers that don't need them. Each week, we provide you with humorous bar banter while engaging in non-useful information. I repeat.
Perfect. I mean, it
non-useful information. I repeat. Opinions. I repeat. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's get it started. And that little snippet right there was written by no one other than himself, Mr. Jason. We're not going to name last names because I don't know how far this is going to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
There's some strange people out there in the world.
Yeah, there is.
You just don't want everybody.
Yeah,
you just don't want everybody having your stuff like that.
No, I agree. I don't want anybody having my stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Anyways,
my wife
look.
and my kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to say, right? A start of a new podcast, a start of a new year. What is a new year, right? What is a new year?
What's a new year?
First of all, I believe in 2024, it's exciting, scary, and it is also
What Cat Williams says? The truth will set you free.
The truth will set you free in 2024.
That's
But
right.
needless to say, like I said, it's exciting, it's scary, and it's also a little depressing if you ask me.
Selection year.
Because yeah, exactly. Not only that, but at the end of the day, guys, you get through 2023, you have Halloween, next month you have Thanksgiving, and then you have Christmas, and then you have New Year's, and then it's back to work. So why I finished with, obviously, something that is the year that is the hangover of the holidays is what I like to call it. Also, at the start of a new year, you have some scare. You a little worried, bud. You're a little worried. You don't know what's going to happen. It's a whole new year. You come up with these resolutions. You got plans. You don't know if they're going to succeed. Maybe not. But guess what? It's a little scary. But guess what? It's also a little beautiful. And why do I say that? Because your opportunity in 2024 awaits you, my friend. It awaits you. Right. Jason, how was 2023 for you, man? If you just had to wrap it up, just I'm not going to say in one word, but you can just wrap it, summarize.
Full of joy and greatness. We've got a young 9-month-old that came in 2023. Yeah, a little. Amen. So that's my last kid at 41. So we're blessed to have her. How was yours?
Yeah, man.
In 2023, what would you say?
Man, I would say, I really don't have much to describe 2023. I think it was, for the most part, I say steady because that's what it was. I mean, and that's not overloading. That's not taken away. It was just steady joy, steady,
Well,
just steady.
Both our Texas and Ohio teams lost in the national championships. Yeah. Which one do you think?
Sad, man.
If they played in a championship, who do you think wins? Texas or Ohio State?
This year, Texas. Any other year, Ohio State.
Yeah. I don't know.
And
you put Vince Young against us, I think we'd have trouble. I mean, if you brought back the legends.
We saw that in 05. But look, man, here's the deal. I wasn't even gonna get into what's on tap until later. But you made me go in already. Right. This was supposed to progress, but guess what? One of the questions is obviously Jason being from an undisclosed location in Ohio. But yeah, man, he a Browns fan. The talk was cool. The talk was cool when you had Deshaun, but now you got Joe, and now you're gonna come
against the Texans.
Come to our house.
Oh,
you're gonna come to our house.
Hey,
you know.
This is what I'm going to tell you: is C.J. Stroud's a legit quarterback. I think he's going to be great for the Texans. I just don't think this year is going to be your year. I think Flacco is a veteran. He's 38 years old, and I think he's done a remarkable job so far in Cleveland. He's in with the Browns fans right now, just because he brought us to the AFC. I mean, and that we're the wild card, so we're in.
Look, man, here's the deal. Like, so in college, college basketball, you always have this like Cinderella team, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do we ever have that in the NFL? Like, I don't really feel like somebody just like, oh, he just snuck in there and got him. Like, I think the last team to do it was like the Giants, maybe. I mean, I'm obviously it's been a minute ago, but I want to see a Giants team, and I could be totally wrong.
I tell you, the Rams teams, the Rams. They look like they've got it together right now going into the playoffs. But if you look at their ranking, if you look at their 9-9, 10 what's their? I'd have to look it up, but I know they look very good going into the playoffs.
It's gonna be interesting, dude. It's gonna be interesting. Look, it's Houston playing Cleveland. I don't really have problems with Cleveland. It's a good little talking point for ourselves, and man, I hope that everybody in Cleveland has a rough Monday because they're out of the playoffs. But that being said, let's take it like this. This is what first of all, let's acknowledge that Nick Saban, however you feel about him, he stepped away from the game today, man. And you can feel any type of way about Nick Saban. Mm-hmm. But what you can't do is you can't count him out. Okay?
No.
Because I've watched that man for years. People, when the speculation first came of that he was actually retiring this year, I was like, and if he don't, he's still going to do what he's done the last 7-8 years. And this year was a prime example. This year was literally a prime example. A team that lost to Texas, then comes the next week and struggles against the UCF or was it UCF or God? Why do they have such UCF, USF? Anyways, it was one of the two. I believe it was SF, but struggled to beat that team, and so a lot of people were counting that man out. And they're like, maybe he should retire. This may be the time to step away for Nick. Then he made it to a college football playoff.
Yeah, but you got to. So remember, they were. Everybody was mad that Alabama got in. Oh, this is Alabama. That's Nick Saban trying to get into the playoffs. They almost beat Michigan. It went into overtime. They showed up. They showed out. If you can walk away with anything, Alabama's the real deal. And it goes to say Nick Saban's the real deal. So wherever he goes, I'm sure he's going to be great at it because he's been great for Alabama fans and Alabama.
I mean,
itself.
dude, what's sad is it feels like it's the last of a dying breed, if that makes sense. That hard nose, like I know he's
yeah, but I think Belichick's leaving New England Patriots, but here's what
is he retiring?
No, but I don't know. They're both. It's like they've done their time. Both of them. Nick Saban's a legend down there.
That's fair.
Yeah, and Bill Belichick. So
that's fair.
It's like the last of the gunslingers. Like when you had Brett Favre, Steve Young.
It's
Troy
depressing,
Aikman.
Man.
It is. It's
depressing.
you watch them growing up and where their legacy started and where they ended. It's amazing. It's an amazing storyline. I'm sure ESPN is going to pick them up for 30-30 and we'll see it on ESPN.
Exactly. That's what Nick needs is a 30-30. So look, I want to ask you, bud, because me and you go way back, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I know how you feel about certain people, certain things, certain situations. So I just kind of wanted to kick off one of my questions here.
All right. So what is this what's on tap? Is this what you're gonna ask?
This is what's on tap.
All
We're
right.
starting. We're starting
All
what's
right.
on tap, man. It wasn't an interesting week. Did you have anything interesting happen? Like I said, we are literally on the holiday hangover. We're literally just trying to get caught up.
You know,
This
there's
week
things
didn't even happen.
Yeah, but we got snow coming in.
Not
here
everybody
in Ohio.
lives in Ohio, bud. We're just down here like living.
Well, yeah.
No,
Yeah. This is why you need to move to Ohio, because we actually have hills, and we live in the Appalachian kind of
Change
style
of
of mountains. Yeah, the changing seasons.
Yeah.
You guys got what? Trees, and hot.
Yeah.
And there's no snow.
Well,
There's
pine
no really
trees.
wind. Yeah. So
Planted
what's the weather
pines.
down there? It's 75, and the low
Man,
of
it's
40 at night.
No, right now it's actually pretty cold. Believe it or not. But look, this is what I want to ask.
Hold on. Throw me a number. Throw me a number out there, and I'll tell you how cold it is up here right now.
Man, I'd probably say on a good. Right now I can hear dogs barking, and usually when dogs bark, it's probably like 5 below 40. Does that make sense?
All right, we're in the same ballpark. It's like 32 here, 30.
Yeah, man, not the same. Texas got cold. You know, we got moisture in the air, so it just sticks to your skin and just yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's by the coast. But look, this is what I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
Because I thought I kind of fabricated this one just for you, just some thought for you.
So Derek's question is, go ahead.
First
I'm
of
ready.
all, here's what I want to do.
Tab.
I want to break it down and say, congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines on a great season, on a national championship.
Yeah.
And man, you finally got it done. You finally broke the 3-year curse of going into the playoffs and no. This is my take.
Well, they did cheat. They got busted for cheating.
Okay,
it's kind of like the Astros.
So this is my take.
Okay.
Though.
All right.
So congratulations again. You found ways to win games. Okay. So this is what I want to ask, because aside from Michigan, there are people like my beloved co-host Jay that just don't see eye to eye with that. And here's the deal. I can't lie, man. I see where you're coming from. Okay. So what I want to get at is how should college football fans feel outside of Michigan that given all that has happened, all the accusations, all the proven probably stuff that actually did happen, because don't say it didn't happen, because he got suspended for 3 games, okay? Head coach, by the way.
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I thought of his brother.
Which he's a great coach.
He is, man. Don't take nothing away from him. But needless to say, you had what was it, the signs or the tape footage, and then you had the recruiting players during COVID. So there were some allegations.
Okay. This is what I'm going to elaborate
So
on.
this is what I want to ask you.
All right.
I want to ask you, what is the opinion of, and guys, keep in mind, this opinion is a little bit more extreme than what you probably have, because this man's an Ohio State fan. So, Jason, what I want to do is roll that red carpet out on you, and I want you to say it, but I want you to say it with hate in your heart.
I think everybody feels – I think everybody feels like this, okay, after Michigan won the national championship. Yeah. It feels like when Seattle passed the ball on the 1-yard line instead of giving it to Marshawn Lynch, that's how they feel. Like they just don't understand what the hell they were thinking and how the hell did that just happen. That's how they feel.
Well, and that's
how I feel. Like I think there should be a bigger punishment for sign stealing, but if that's the future, I'm sure everybody does it. I don't take it away. Is it right or wrong? I think it takes the integrity of the game away. But now you're seeing they're more sophisticated. They're adding more people to play call. And did you see that? It's like a lock. You don't know who they're getting called to. So they're adapting to people trying to steal signs.
Well, and this is the thing though, is so what I'm asking is, like, do you think so? In just where if you want to know where I stand, again, I'm from the Houstonian area, at least close enough. If you're in Texas, you know what I'm talking about. close enough is close enough. If you're in Pecos, you're pretty much in Odessa, dang near. So you know what I mean. But needless to say, so I got to watch the Astros take home the 2017 championship, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. We took the pennant home, baby.
Well, there were some allegations there. There were some allegations there.
This is what I'll say though, is if you think every team doesn't do what just happened in some way, shape, or form, it happens. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so I don't. Okay. Now listen.
I'm going to give you an example because you were rooting on Houston Astros. Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, if we're gonna say and we're gonna praise, okay, this is what you have to do. You have to cheat to get the national championship. Then we're allowing all kids to understand that it's okay to cheat on the test. It is. I'm just telling you. If Astros got busted for stealing pitcher signs, and they would beat off the trash cans, and this is all facts because they went back and started looking at the video. But when does it get to where we're promoting cheating or promoting just
Well, see here. This
plays.
is what I mean. This is what I got to tell you, bud. This is what I got to tell you.
Whoa! The integrity of the game.
Whoa!
Hey, hold on. You remember the chess? You remember the chess master?
You're making me sweat, dude. You're making me sweat on these headphones just because you're saying such. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but you remember this chess master, and literally nobody wanted to play him because they thought he was cheating. And what he did was put a vibrator up his butt. Now, the one guy walked away. What? You can't say butt on here? Gluteus Maximus.
I thought you were going so many different ways in that. Like,
well, no,
there was a lot of different.
But he was a grand master at it, I guess.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Look, you're cheating. There's vibration. I can hear you when you're." So he had an AI hooked up. I'm just, anyways. So cheating is not a fan of mine.
No. It is, and it's not towards you because if this story is true, somebody needs to talk to that kid's parents. Like, how old was he? How old? No, time out. How old was the kid that was?
I have no idea. I'm not a big chess master. I mean, that's not what I play. I was.
And this is what I want to think. Like, could you imagine like his dad be like, "Son, you got to be good at chess."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Dad, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it."
Yeah, but here's another thing that happened. There was a scandal in Ohio. Okay, the walleye fishing.
Yeah.
They were putting weights in there. And they were winning. So what are we promoting right now? And they got busted and they got hit.
So this is what I want to say though. This is what I want to say, and this is why I don't want to get it twisted, okay? Because here's the deal.
So you're on tap thing.
No. Yeah, no. This is my on tap point.
All right.
I already have my question. But so here's the deal. I blame yes, Michigan, you are wrong. You did wrong. Yes, Astros, you did wrong. But at the end of the day,
don't forget the chess guy and the walleye.
I
want to hear them
the
all.
Chess guy with, he something up there, bud, something up there. So yes, again, you did wrong. But at the end of the day, when I look to somebody, I hold the NCAA accountable. I hold the MLB accountable because if you don't like vet this stuff, if you don't really like take into account like what could happen. And then you find out, and then you just say, all right, Harbaugh, we're going to suspend you for 3 games, buddy, because here's the deal. You're probably going to go, you're a blue blood program, you're a big name program, and guess what? You make us a lot of money. So all you got's Ohio State. Like, go mad. You basically, dude, listen, these teams generate a lot of money. Some teams generate a lot more than others.
You know who they generated for? The NCAA.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So here's the deal. Should we? Yes, we should be mad at Michigan because it's it's dirty. But at the end of the day, it's like NCAA should hold the standard to what is right and what is wrong.
I agree with you.
Because here's the deal. They looked into it. Here's the deal. They found something because they wouldn't suspend them if they didn't.
Yeah, but this is my argument. They literally Harbaugh was like, "Oh, I don't know. I didn't know anything about it."
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something.
Hold on. That's like Budweiser saying, "I didn't know that the marketing group was going to choose that commercial They didn't know they were going to do that. Like, see, you mean to tell me you're the CEO of a commercial 500 company and you did not
I'm
know
gonna tell you
marketing
something.
was going to break that person?
Harbaugh's a gangster. Because at the end of the day, that's when in doubt, deny it out. When in doubt, deny it out. I didn't shoot who. My recruit? No. I was actually in Minnesota that day.
Yep.
So, anyways, so with that's just what I wanted to let you get off your chest. I kind of feel like the Astros got a little bit more of that in than the Michigan Wolverines, the team that beat your Buckeyes, that you could teed off on them. But this is what I want to say. So, second part to that question. After everybody we saw in the playoffs, and this is not fair. This is not fair by any means because we can't take back the hand of time, right?
Yeah.
After seeing all the bowl games, I don't know if there is one team, shoot, even in the playoffs, that I would say Georgia wouldn't be favored against. So that's kind of an indirect hot take.
No.
Hot tap. But I'm just saying, obviously we can't we want to get on the Florida State bandwagon and say, well, they were 13-0. They were 13-0. Well,
yeah.
Georgia didn't lose a ball game for 2.5 years. And then the first one they lose is in an SEC championship to the hottest team in college football. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they slip up on that game, and they go from 1 to 7 or 8. But like I said, dude.
Yeah, but this is what we can thank Georgia for doing. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody preached about Florida State getting in the playoffs. Okay. They should have had the right to go in. Right.
Yeah.
And they got obliviated by.
Well,
Georgia.
Like I said, Georgia could have beat Florida State by 100.
Oh no, I agree.
100.
They were up 28-0 in the first half. Look, and no offense to Florida, I think Florida State's got a great program. They're starting to, but that's the difference between playing teams that are competitive than. And I think Florida State. If you look at, I remember I think Warwick Dunn played there in the 90s. Look, Florida State was legit, and so was Florida Miami Hurricanes. I just don't know where the program went, and they really need to go find themselves on where they're going. It's like they lost a little piece. I don't know if it was recruiting or, so.
It's just the game's changed so much, man. It's changed so much, and
the transfer portal's big now. You're paying. Hell,
yeah,
Washington
it's just sad,
had a guy
man.
that's been 7 years.
You can't watch a kid grow, and if you do, it's something special. Like Marvin Harrison Jr. playing the years he's played it as a Buckeye, and not obviously, belling out anywhere. We don't now. It's taken for granted. If you got a player for 2 years, man.
Yeah,
because now they'll just leave if they do good. Used to it just was like, hey, if I do bad, maybe I can get a chance at another program. So that's what I want to say, man. But you know what? You need to get some stuff off your chest.
So we're in agreement that Nick Saban's going to be a loss for NCAA football. That legacy I don't think will ever go away. I think he'll be,
put it this way, Nick Saban will be on the Rushmore of college football.
Absolutely.
It's not even thinking twice.
It's
like the Tom Brady stature of being on the Mount Rushmore of QB in the NFL.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not even.
I mean, I got a on tap for that too.
Go ahead.
Do you think it was Tom Brady, or do you think it was Bill Belichick that made the New England Patriots? Sorry, I apologize for all of New England.
I think, dude. Sometimes I just think, man,
7th round draft pick. Drew Bledsoe goes down. You got a 7th round draft pick. Tom Brady comes in there and just.
So what's crazy is I think in some cases if you would have paired Michael Jordan with, say, Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
Do I think they would have been really good? Yeah, absolutely. But there was something like that him and there was something that Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen had together, and it was just something that they understood. Vice versa with a coach, man. It's sometimes you just because see everybody's like trying on this bash wagon of Bill Belichick, which it's going to lead me to my next little take though. So, but Bill Belichick,
Well, I got to throw my tab in there.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
That's
just
fair.
saying, hey, was it Brady or Bill Belichick that made it? Because like if Brady went on to Tampa and I mean, I'm just telling you that Brady's legit.
Oh, well, I'll wrap it up. Shoot, I'll wrap it up quick then. If you want to know, like I said, everybody's on that Bill Belichick was never that good of a head coach. I think he was a good head coach. I think that Brady pushed him and Belichick pushed Brady. So I think, like I said, sometimes you get that. I think that everybody is obviously. It's easy to take shots at Bill Belichick right now. I mean, granted, do I think he's done the best job over the last couple of years? No, but at the same time, guys like freaking
but
60 something.
But this is what I'm saying. It's kind of like judging Nick Saban for his program. I mean, you're going to an Alabama school. Is it the coach from Cincinnati a better coach because he led them to the actual playoff game or the championship game a couple of years back, and he's got to pick recruits that are getting stolen from Ohio State, stolen from Kentucky. Just to try to get them down to Cincinnati Bearcats. I mean, I'm just, who's the better coach here? A guy that has a program that's already built up to be a powerhouse team, or a coach that has nothing and is building it up? That's all I'm saying.
At the end of the day, I don't want to
but it's a great debate. It is a truly great debate on that one.
But man, at the end of the day, like I don't want to take anybody's flowers. You know what I mean?
No,
like I think the only head coach I really don't like is probably Lane Kiffin. But at the end of the day, like I sit there and think about like the marriage life of a coach. Could you imagine?
Oh,
you know, I go home and scheme for Call of Duty. Could you be like, no? I've got millions of dollars on the line. Like,
yeah,
I got to figure something out. Like I think we're a little bit more we're a little bit more complex than push A, push B, hold A, or hold B. You know.
Yeah. No, you're right, and it's a good look. I mean, would you want to be a freaking NFL football coach or NCAA football coach? Probably.
No.
I'm gonna say no.
And you know what's funny is I see more so in college, but like this year I seem to always watch games and like catch a glimpse of like the like quarterback's mother for college. And could you imagine like they all look the same. They're all like,
imagine if he throws an interception and you got to hear all the boos and like what they're talking about.
Well,
like,
you got that if your kid gets hurt. But like, dude, man, maybe that's why Kyle McCord transferred.
Well, I heard
his mom couldn't handle it.
No, but I heard there was his dad came up from speculation from what other people were saying is they came directly up to the coach and said, "Hey, as my coach, can you guarantee Kyle McCord's going to be our starting quarterback next year?" And he said, "I can't do that." You know, and rightfully so. You should never approach a coach. Yeah, you should never approach a coach. This is
why do parents do that, man?
Well, now they're getting fist fights and schools.
Like there's more to it. Like I said,
I know
you have just think as a college coach, you have boosters that think that this player should play. You have, it's just, man. Look, there's a lot of, like I said, I'm not taking anybody's flowers. If you tell me what a coach that I don't probably like, or I think probably Lane Kiffin, I would probably, But other than that, man, hey, kudos to Belichick. Kudos to Nick Saban on great careers. Yeah. So, but I will come back to Belichick with that being said, because I got an interesting one.
So hey, I appreciate your hot tab. So I got my tab. This is what's on tab on Jason's World, right?
Go ahead.
Do you call it? Since let's talk about this. All right. This has been driving me nuts for a while, right?
Okay.
You hunt. You're a hunter, right?
Avid.
You hunt big
Avid.
game.
Oh,
you watch them.
I'm
watch
talking
them
about
hold on. You watch them bow hunting commercials, and you're like, look at that deer. That deer's about 100 meters out. I'd shoot that deer real fast. Oh my God, that's a big buck. Oh my God. And you pay for those videos, am I right?
No, I don't.
Can you confirm that you pay for those videos?
I do not. I pay for I pay for a HuntWise subscription, which I would be nice to get it free one day. But yeah,
do they whisper in the camera about these big bucks that are passing through their sights and they would really shoot it?
you ever seen the clip with
drawback?
Jeff Foxworthy where he's yeah
Okay,
he
no.
basically breaks it. Look, man, that's
I just
no.
want to confirm you're a hunter, right? An active hunter. You
Yes,
want that?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So is it deer hunting or deer shooting? That's my hot tab. That's the tab right there. I got something beeping over here. I don't know what it is.
It's my alarm because we got to keep ourselves safe out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So is it deer hunting or deer shooting? This is.
Well, look, this is what I'll tell you respectfully. I've had.
I'm going to read you the definition out. I'm going to read the definition of hunting, and actually, I'm going to look it up while you talk. Go ahead. Let me hear this hunting.
Well, look, man, I've had the privilege and the pleasure from my primos, my cousins, just to see some cool places in hunting and obviously. Because what I would say down here, well, when I say down here, in Texas, Southeast Texas, man, it's just one of those things where, I mean, there's not much activity, and you really don't realize that, and it just gets probably a little bit more goofier when you go down south because they're by the dozen. Let's just say that. Obviously, when I went to Nebraska, man, just going on a hunt where you're not covered by a blind, and you're going out glass and just seeing what's there, what you like.
But there is a guide, right? A guide that tells you, hey, this is where they're basically walking you through, right?
Look. There is a guide.
Time out. I just wanted.
There's a guide because you pay for one. But hand me.
Okay. At least now
like
so you needed a guide to go hunting, right? So let me read the definition. Hear me out. I know you're an active hunter. I'm not going to take away from all hunters.
Yeah,
I appreciate all the hunt, but I love these pictures that are posted up on Facebook. Like, oh, look at what I got. I put the deer paint on. I got the deer piss all over me, and I walk out at 6 a.m. and I fall asleep on my stand, and then I hear some brush hole nuzzles over there at the corn feeder, and then I shoot. Like, so here's what I'm going to read off. Right?
I'm just going to tell you, nobody in Texas likes you.
Oh no, they probably hate me, but it's okay. So it's okay because I do respect hunters. But let me read you a definition of what hunting is. Because if you're going to say deer hunting, this is the definition of hunting. All right, yes, hunting means chasing, driving, flushing, attracting, pursuing, worrying, following after one, or on a trail of, shooting, stalking, or lying in wait for any wildlife, whether or not such wildlife is such. Blah blah blah. Okay, now does it say put out corn like? So they get attracted all year round to come to that base so you can put a blind out 100 feet away just to pull the trigger.
I'm going to tell you one thing. In Texas, hunting means get that hoe in the fridge.
Touche. All right. Well, look. Now, this is what I want to hear. Right?
Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest real quick, though. I'm not going to venture off on too much of a topic, but you've been in West Texas. You've just been on some dirt roads, and you're like, man, they got pipes all over. Nobody cares.
Yeah. No, you're
There's
right.
one standard down here, and it's get it done, bud.
Yeah. No. So that was, I appreciate it.
But I will say this. Do
you see my point where deer hunting and deer shooting, I think, is totally different. If you're going to hunt, imagine what the Indians, when they were fighting buffaloes or, other tribes, they hunt lions back in the day. You got to give it up for these guys that had some big fucking nuts. Here's what I'm saying. Okay, look, I love how they're like, oh, the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thrill, Derek. I want you to go out there. I want you have a spear and you have a bow and arrow, and there's a Kodiak grizzly bear in this hole, and I want you to go in there and get it because you're all about this hunt. Am I right? Am I right or no? Am I just over?
Are you asking me that's what the thrill is about this hunt today?
No, but people, I see these pictures of these fucking hunting warriors, that every season they put up their deer face paint, and they're all about the activity of hunting deer.
Well, and I'll tell you this: there's some stuff that like here's the deal. I agree with you because to answer that question, like I said, I've been up north. A lot more challenging. Obviously, it's just different, man. You like you play the wind, whereas inside, you just sit in a stand and you just wait. But at the end of the day, I think, man, we may have to shoot. You start talking that stuff, you're gonna get old GB on here, old Gregory.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. But I just had a question. I just thought it was a dilemma that I was running through because it is deer season. It's been deer season for a while now up here. I don't hate hunters. I respect them till they start posting these pictures with their face paint on, talking about how they aggressively hunt and actively hunt, and it's like there's a difference between hunting and shooting. And I tell you, if you had an Indian that jumped down a tree when you're talking this thing on a recorder, like, oh, that deer up there is about to hunt out, and they pan over that camera, and an Indian comes down there, a Native American that comes down there and just slices the deer's necks. I bet you that guy that's an archer up there waiting for that deer to lick his little feeder, that corn feeder.
Would probably that's. I'm gonna tell you, bud. I hate to tell you, if anybody told me I would have had to done that hunting, I would have probably been like, bro, I'm just not gonna go. But that's what I want to say, though. Listen, there's some stuff you don't compromise on. Okay.
Yeah.
Can't we just get to the point where we're like
the meat in the store?
No, but can't we just get to the point where like, man, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God the deer hunting has got like dumbed down so much.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what grown man really wants? Now, granted, there are some, and kudos to you. You are a sportsman, sir. You are not a part of this conversation.
Yeah.
You are a real one, and you know who I'm talking about. Anyways, but other than that, man, I just want to say though that there's a lot of people that. And I'll call them 50-50 hunters because they're not sold out hunters. So it's just more like one of them things like, hey, we're gonna go get some corn, and put it in. We're gonna see what we can't do this season, and then they make it out like 2 times in the season, and they get what they deserve. They probably shoot a premature deer, a 3-year-old deer, and that's just what happens.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. It has dumbed down to even where, it just takes you picking up a gun, bud. Now the decision's yours. Now, what do you believe a sportsman is the question. Thankfully that my wife's grandfather, I was involved in the sports, man. A little bit involved in the streets too, but we ain't going to talk about that. We'll just stick with sports. But needless to say, my wife's grandfather, he taught me a thing or two. Hang on. I'll tell you, son. Look, dude, my Texas people, if you know, you know, because Texas gets cold enough in the winter where you just turn the heat on and then you turn that AC right back on. It's just you get them hot flashes, son, where the humidity kicks up. But no, I just think there's stuff that you don't compromise on, and when you don't compromise, like I always told my wife, like she's man, look, not TMI, but how do you feel? Like what do you not compromise on? Because at the end of the day, man, when I wipe my hind end, and sorry if I gave you too much information. And my wife, in this recent, I won't say as recent as 2 weeks ago, but as recent as a year ago. But we had to have a conversation. It was a serious one. And I said, look, man, don't ever buy single-ply toilet paper again. You just don't. There's no need. There's no need to save a penny.
If it was during COVID, you probably didn't have toilet paper because apparently COVID, they stole every ounce of toilet paper.
Well,
that was like a hot commodity. I thought they were going to barter that.
I don't care, man. Single-ply toilet paper, there's just, man, that really bothered me, as you can tell. I did,
Yeah.
like, man, I could go on a whole nother rant about that, but I'm not. But I'm going to ask you
So
a question.
deer
though.
hunting.
Are you done? Are you done with your? Are you?
Yeah, that was
you
it.
still
That
biting
was,
on the tape?
No, I'm
take.
glad. Hey, well, no, I appreciate it. You got my definition of what hunting and what deer shooting is, so I appreciate it. No, I you clarified it, and I feel better about it.
No. I think you hit the nail on the head. So this is my. I'm gonna say my hot tap, my hottest tap of the night, because I know that there's a lot of people. I know that there's a lot of people out there that expect good things this weekend, and chances are this one's coming out on Monday. So this podcast is being made on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
because we're trying to figure out how to get this right.
that's right.
You said you want us to be honest. We're being honest. But also, with that being said, guys, if you ever have a question or recommendations, if you have a question, send them over. If you have a recommendation and they're actually good enough, or I'm not gonna say good enough because we appreciate it, but like I said, just remember the show's a show about opinions, a show of just non-useful information, so don't take it too personal. But this is what I want to say with that being said. Dallas Cowboys, baby, going into another playoff year. Ooh, yeah, everybody's like, oh my God, this is the year. Of course, if you're a Cowboys fan, it's always a year. It's always a year. and here's the thing, I don't like out of any year, I probably support y'all the most this year. But I think it's a hot take because I want to see one thing happen. But if the other did too, then I'd like, it's kind of a chain reaction. What if the Cowboys go and they lose on the first round of the playoffs? You think Mike McCarthy's on the hot seat? Because here's the deal. It's not, and now it's a trend. It's a trend. This has been happening for years. They said, get Mike. He's good. Same results. Do you think that he's on the hot seat?
I don't know.
And you want to know my hot tap?
Yeah, let's hear it. What's your opinion on this subject? Because I don't know.
My opinion is, no, I'm not even going to give you my opinion. I'm just going to give you, in a far-off galaxy, the star that I see, okay? Mm-hmm. Because chances are, if it's right, I'm a genius. Chances are, if it's wrong...
Nick Saban?
Who cares? No. Dallas loses the first round of the playoffs. They ain't happy. Jerry Jones ain't happy. And so he's sitting there saying, well, man, Mike, he's had some years now, and it's pretty much the same results. Billy Belichick's out there. He's a defensive-minded coach. I think the Cowboys will pursue Bill Belichick. I'm just saying that's a hot take. That's a far-off galaxy. But like I said, don't call me wrong. Don't call me wrong. But it could happen. Because you think, here's the deal. Only reason why I say that is because Cowboys agree with me if I'm wrong, are Cowboys prone to losing the first round of the playoffs? Yes. If there was ever a job, Bill Belichick has not even said he was going to retire, but do you think after Bill Belichick, like literally fans are turning on this man, they are turning on this man, and you're like, man, this guy's did a lot for you. He's brought you some Super Bowl rings. If Bill Belichick goes, he's not going to build a program. He's going to somewhere that's established. And guess what? Not only when you think about Cowboys, you love them or hate them, they're still the brand. They're the brand, not a brand. They're the brand. You got people up in Ohio. You got people everywhere. Like, you don't watch the Cowboys. Why are you watching the Cowboys? First of all, that's all I'm saying. That's a hot tap. I don't know if you agree with it. I don't know if you love it, you like it, you hate it. But guess what? Either way, if I'm right by a small chance, somebody's going to be like, the credibility of this guy, the credibility. And I'm going to say, I know. That's my take.
I love it. I got nothing because I think McCarthy's a good coach. I don't think.
Look, man, all I got to say is what a week it's been. What a week it's been, bud.
Oh, yeah. It's been a heck of a week.
I'm going to tell you, can I get, but just before, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, but just before we wrap it up, because I think there's some, like, hey, first of all, I do, can I just address the elephant in the gas station real quick?
Go ahead.
I don't know why people think it's necessary. And I don't know if you have a problem in Ohio, but down here in Texas, like I said, I just see something and it gets hot on my mind, and I just can't, I can't get my head around it. So this is what I'm saying, man. You've got people that get in these lines at the gas station, and they think that it's appropriate to buy more than one scratch-off ticket. And not only just buy that scratch-off ticket, but persist to scratch that thing off right there, okay? I don't know why that irks me more than anything in the world. Because I don't know, it's something about, like, do you not consider not just my time, but the entire line's time, okay, first of all. And here's the deal, guys, I'll say this. I don't care if it's a Thursday and you say, oh, I just got paid, you go in that gas station, let me get 3 of them number 7s with a Mountain Dew and these zingers. That's cool, dude. That's cool. Buy your scratch-off tickets, go on about your business. If you win, come back in the gas station with smiles.
Yeah.
But the thing is this is recent. It's happened to me multiple times recently, probably actually this week. So I blame this is one I could say it's honestly not on the millennials, guys. It's not on the millennials. It's the senior citizens. The senior citizens where they act like that, hey, my time better than yours. You understand? You get what I'm saying? We can't usually we take the easy way out and we say, you know what, it's their fault. It's them young kids.
I'm gonna elaborate on that, right? I agree with people sitting on lines getting multiple. I do understand them though, because they're playing the probability match, right? So if they get more, they have a better chance, and
How
they
can
don't
you
pick
be
the
pro?
same. Well, I'm not saying, because I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to hit it big. Now, this is what I don't understand. Just elaborate on lines. I know you're trying to get them out of the way, but McDonald's, right? You've been to McDonald's. You've been to Wendy's, right?
Yeah.
They haven't changed their fucking menu in forever, right? Am I right? But you'll sit in line, all right? So the guy has been sitting in line, or the person, we'll say person, all right? I don't want to offend anybody around here, have sat in that same line that you have. So you already know what you're going to get. I'm getting a number 1 Big Mac Black. I love when they get up to the line and they're like,
What do I want?
Yeah. So you've sat in the same line with me. You have not made a choice when you get up there. So what the fuck did you do in that line before getting up to when you were about to make a call? Like, this is supposed to be fast food, not holy crap, now I'm waiting on you to take a number. So
man, I'll tell you what's crazy is you have like McDonald's, man, and I really don't know who to blame for that, because I'm from a small town, so it's it's a DQ and it's a Sonic. So I mean, look, I don't know. I feel like McDonald's would probably be the biggest at fault. But when you pull up to that son of a gun, and the one time you're like, bro, the one time I'm gonna get a Frosty, the one time I'm gonna get a shake, and then you hear this old white lady just, "Wish I had a shake machine's broken right now." Hey, ask my wife how many times I've rolled off on Popeyes when I pulled through, and I said, "Yeah, can I get that spicy chicken sandwich?" Oh, we all out of spicy. We all out of chicken sandwiches. Just buy. I don't, you're not going to be out of it because that's the one thing you do good. You're not going to be out of that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm sorry, man. It's just that, like I said, it just irks me because these are elderly. I'm not going to just sing about elderly people, but these are people of maturity. And you're like, son, I expected the 17-year-old kid, but you look like a man that just found out about scratch-off tickets. You're like, oh, no, give me another one. Dude, if that was my daughter, if that was my kid up there, I'd be like, dude, if you do not get your tail out of the store, get out of these people's way.
Yeah, it's time to go.
But we lose touch, man. We lose touch, and it's weird because I feel sorry for them, and it's an uphill battle. And maybe next time when I mention this topic, I'll be more prepared where we have a 1-800 helpline number where you or a loved one could actually get some help. And but, hey, man, you can call this number anytime. We'll give you the common sense. Don't do it. Consider other people. There's people behind you, sir. There's people behind you. Can I get 4 more number 5s? 4 more number 5s. And it's bad because sometimes, dude, I'll get to that point where I'm pulling against some people. Is that bad? There's somebody like, man, you hating. No, I'm just mad, dude. You need to get out of the way. Can I get 4 more number 5s? And here's how you know. When he just, because usually they'll exchange one ticket because that's the money ticket. They don't give no tickets back. You're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, bud. Look, man, that's just something I had to get off my chest. It's no harm to you if you do that. I just know that I think that there's maybe a bit of selfishness in you that you can't think about the next person. But at the end of the day, that's not. I guess that's not for you to care. It's just for us to judge.
Now you're on a podcast.
Now you're on a podcast.
Yeah. Same thing with you with McDonald line. So, but
hey, man, it is what it is. Yeah. But look, man, it's been a long week. It's been a good week. First of all, we're I think I say it for myself and Jason. Jason's going to shove us off and send us in the abyss. But needless to say, before I say my last piece, man, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for obviously this is a new road for Jay and myself, and I can't take no credit because that man right there, he's the brains behind it, he's the writer behind it, and guess what, man, it's been fun. I've been privileged, and like I said, I hope that y'all tune in, man. We're just bantering about stuff that really doesn't care. It really doesn't matter, but we hope it entertains you, and hope at least maybe it enlightens you and puts something in your mind. So with that being said, Jay, go ahead and tell them where they can find us,
Yeah. So, hey, look, we appreciate you guys' time. We thank you for just coming here to support us. We do believe in the First Amendment, so that's the right freedom of speech. It's just our opinions, and if it's rated R, we apologize for any kids out there. You can find us on Speakeasy Podcasting at yahoo.com. We check them every day. We're actually going to put up some merch here in a couple months or weeks. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know yet. We're still trying to figure out that process. But hey, we have a Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel, and also Spotify will be on. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to each other. We care for you guys. Thank you for your time again. And go ahead, Derek. Finish this out.
Listen, guys. Speak easy on 3, babe.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know. We'll send them off for the first time, guys. Have a good week. Tune in every Monday, man. I don't know what time, but we'll definitely post and you'll definitely know. So goodbye. Don't have a good week. Have a great one. As in the words of Free Guy. God bless.